guys, I'm Anissa and I'm back with another video. Today I want to share with you a weekly wrap up of the things that I've been reading over the past week. I finished 4 books over the past week, so yeah, let's talk about those. First up, I finished Mine Till Midnight by Kleypas. This is an audiobook of the first book in the Hathaway series. The Hathaway series is apparently a spin-off series to the Wallflower series. It's sort of set in the same world. We have some of the characters that was in the previous trilogy that's showing up, and in this one we're following Cam and Amelia. Amelia is one of the Hathaways. Cam is called Cam Rohan. Apparently he is from a family that is not seen as a good fit for the Hathaways, because he comes with a lot of money, but he is from that gypsy roots and stuff things, and that makes it for not the best solution for her. But at the same time, she also is at a place where she feels like she's a spinster, so she's not good enough for him, because she doesn't think that she's suitable to him. And so yeah, but it ends up becoming their romance, but it's very much him falling for her and wanting to do everything to find her, to get her, and does everything for her. And it was really interesting. I enjoyed my time with it. It was definitely nice being back with Lisa Kleypas book. She just writes historical romances really well. I don't think I do it justice when I'm talking about it today, and Amelia does something. She's trying to sort of she has a brother that is having a difficult time, lost someone, and there's a sort of a curse surrounding the family and stuff. And in that way it makes for a really good romance and interesting plot and good characters. I ended up giving it 4.5 stars, so I really enjoyed my time with it. I cannot wait to read on in the series. I've only heard really good things about the coming books, so hopefully it will continue to be as good. Another book that I finished over the past week was Elatsoe by Darcy Little Badger. I am unsure when I finished this compared to the other, but I think it was Tuesday, so I think I might have actually finished it on the same day. This is a standalone YA fantasy book. It follows Elatsoe, who is she is called herself Ellie, and she is friends with a guy whose name I've currently forgotten. She hears about a tragic accident that her cousin is in, and that cousin shows up in her dream and tells her that someone murdered her and the person who did it, so they have to sort of find a way to frame him and take care of his family. So it has she is able to sort of revive spirits and stuff, and there's a lot of things going on in this in terms of her family being part of this indigenous group in the southern part of the US and the northern part of Mexico. Sort of that was where they were more or less their heritage is from. And you find out there's something off with the murder. They're trying to figure out how this could have happened, and to prove that he was actually murdered, because he's actually deemed a suicide. And that's sort of the basic plot of this. I really enjoyed my time with this one. It had a really good message, it had some good characters, it had an interesting mystery, and I liked the fantasy element. It was definitely a very interesting book in that way. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, so I actually really enjoyed it. The third book that I finished was Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. This is the first book in the... Is it called The Fox Brothers? Or is it called something else? I'm not sure the title. The Bourbon Boys. Sorry. I was uncertain about the title of the series. This is the first book in a series that follows... in this one, it's sort of a romantic suspense, but the suspense element aren't as much a heavier part of it as some other romantic suspenses I've read, but it's definitely there. We are following a girl who has seen someone, and is sort of, it's not really a witness protection service program, but he's definitely placed here to hide away by a marshal, US Marshal cop, but no one else knows about it except her, where she is. But she's here in this small city, small town, and they have this bourbon distillery, where she's played at this bourbon distillery farm thing with the Fox brothers, and she lives in a small cottage there, just across the where our main hero is living. He is, I think, the middle child. I'm not actually certain about this. He experienced, like, there's a lot of people who think that there's a curse surrounding the family because a lot of people has lost their loved ones. So there's a curse surrounding them, and he has also recently, we see in the prologue in this one that he loses a girlfriend. Like, he was a former police officer, and he loses her on the job, and he punishes sort of himself for that a little bit, and it also hasn't really been himself since. And yeah, then things happen and they start becoming a thing. I really enjoyed my time with this. This is one of my favorite romances that I've read this year. I really enjoyed it. I'm really eager to pick up the next books in the series. I saw that the third one just came out, so I'm going to try and see if I can get hand of the next books and find time to read them as well soon, because I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Highly recommend it if you haven't read it already, and if you don't know about it, or if you are into romantic suspenses, I think you might like it, especially those that are set in a small town. And also the fact that the suspense elements aren't as much, maybe that would be a good thing as well for some. Just wanted to let you know that. But I really enjoyed my time with it. I gave it, as I said, 5 stars. So the last and final thing that I finished over the past week was Goth Girl and a Feat Worse Than Death by Riddell. This is the second book in the Goth Girl series. This is a children's book. I read it really fast. I read it for a vlog because I was doing a timer challenge and I had to read something in a very short time. So I read it for that. This is, we have Ada Goth, who lives in this mansion. Her father is away, but they're sort of in this town around the mansion. They are actually in the mansion. They are sort of hosting this event called Full Moon Fete. And there's a lot of things going on with a British, not a British bake-off, but a bake-off competition. There's a painting, art stuff competition, and all of these other things. And you have characters showing up that has sort of names from the real world, but just different, slightly different. There was a Gordon Ramsay, but he was not called Gordon. Nigella's Sugar Spoon, you all know who that would be, and Gordon Ramsgate. So that was fun, fun gimmicks. But yeah, enjoyed my time with it. It was fun, little quirky mystery, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So those are all of the things that I finished over the past week. I also have started working on a couple of books. First off, I'm currently working on Burden of Poof by Julianne Lindsay. This is the first book in a Cozy Mystery series. At this point, I think I'm about 50% into it. So I definitely have made some progress. And I've also started on Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the second book in the Blood and Ash series. It came in on my Libby account, so I think I had to sort of read it so I can finish it before the time's out. I think I'm about 20% into it. It's a quite long book, so yeah, just about started it. And yeah, so those are the things. I'm also working on, I picked up a Gerald's Game again. I'm still not really loving this one, but I'm reading it, I'm listening to the audio and making my way through it, and hopefully I'll finish it over the next week so I can have it out of the way. So yeah, those are things that I've also been working on. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of the books that I've been talking about today, and if you like them, if you did. Also let me know if you agreed with my thoughts. Let me know about what you have been reading over the past week. That would be interesting. Or have you finished anything exciting recently? I would always like to know that in the comments below. So yeah, this is everything I have for you today. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Goodbye.